Hi everyone, it's Miss Rebekah, your Tattnall County 4-H agent, and today we're going to be talking about 4-H junior portfolios. You may be thinking, what is a portfolio? Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines a portfolio as a selection of a student's work compiled over a period of time and used for assessing performance or progress. An alternate definition is a set of pictures such as drawing or photographs, usually bound in book form or loose in a folder. This definition is very similar to what we expect of 4-Hers when they're putting together junior portfolios. Your junior portfolio will include a listing of student activities over time, photographs of students engaged in these activities, and a background paragraph introducing the student. Now that we know a little bit more about portfolios, let's get started. Step 1 is to select a project category. There are over 30 project categories to choose from. A full listing is available on the Georgia 4-H website under the Project Achievement tab. Here are a few tips that we usually give students to help select a category. First, choose a project you are already active in. If you play a lot of sports, you might consider the sports category. If you love arts and crafts, that might be a good topic for you to choose. By choosing something that you are already active in, you will have more activities to list in your portfolio. Choose a project you're interested in writing a speech about and giving a presentation on. Remember, the portfolio is only the first step in the project achievement process. You will need to later write a speech and give a presentation on a topic related to the category that you choose. If you competed last year, consider the benefits of competing in the same category again this year. You may already have a speech and posters that you can easily update to use again this year instead of starting the project from scratch. You may also have done some research this year in that category or completed a mini booth project or other sharing activity related to that topic since you competed in it earlier in the year. These things can help benefit you and help you possibly gain a better score on your project. Now that you have selected a project, it's time to move on to step 2. Write down all your activities. These must be activities that you have completed between January 1st and December 31st of the previous year. So for instance, if you are working on your portfolio in January of 2021, your portfolio would include all activities between January 1st and December 31st of the year 2020. Your list may include things you have done at school, at church, in your community, or through clubs like 4-H. Remember to write down anything that you think might be important. When in doubt, write it down. It can always be deleted later if you find that it does not add benefit to your portfolio. Now that you have written down all of your activities, it is time to gather supporting materials. These materials should match up with one of the activities you wrote down on your list. Supporting materials may include newspaper articles, photographs, programs from an event you participated in, or other things that show that you actually completed the activities. Your supporting materials should also showcase you participating in a variety of activities. For instance, all of your supporting materials should not be from school, or just from church, or just from 4-H. The judges like to see a variety in this page of your portfolio. Group photographs can be used, but you should be clearly visible in the photo. If you have a group photo where your face is so tiny that the judge can't see you, they may not feel like you're in the photo at all. So make sure that in group photos you are able to be seen clearly. Now that you have gathered your supporting materials, it is time to organize your portfolio. Junior portfolios are organized into 8 sections, and each of these sections make up a percentage of your score. Background is 5%. Main project, which is items pertaining to the project that you chose, would be 25%. Main project sharing and helping is 20%. Other leadership and team leadership activities is 15%. Other community service and citizenship is also 15%. Other 4-H activities is 10%. Other activities is 5%, and your supporting materials will also be 5%. Let's look a little deeper into each of these categories and what they are made up of. The first part of your portfolio will be the background. This part is worth 5%. In this section, you will write a short paragraph about yourself that tells who you are, how long you have been in 4-H, and why you chose the project area you are participating in. Next will be your main project. This is worth 25%. List activities done in your main project. So we will go back to all of our activities listed and find all the ones that go with our main project. You may be thinking, what is a main project? Well, this is the project that you selected at the beginning of our presentation. For instance, if you selected the pork production project, you will put in this section everything that has to do with taking care of your pig, any research you did on selecting a pig, any research you did on building fences to help contain your pig. These are all activities done to learn about your project. These should be listed in bulleted format. You want to make sure that you get enough information across, but don't want to go on and on and on, as it makes it harder for the judges to read. Keeping these as brief as possible is important. You do want to include details to help judges understand. Could be things such as, how often did you feed your pig? How often did you wash your pig? How many shows did you attend? Things that are important for the judges to understand if you did them once or many times. Those details can be very helpful in making sure you get a good score. Our final section on this page is main project sharing and helping, which is worth 20%. Here we will list activities done in your main project area to share or to help. Maybe you helped a friend get their animals ready for a show, or you helped an elderly neighbor repair a fence. Maybe you shared at a local meeting about how you selected and cared for your animal. Any type of presentation, exhibit, or other way that you shared information that you learned throughout your project would go in this area. It should also be in bulleted format and should include details to help the judges understand. For instance, if you gave a presentation at your school about your project, did you give it to 5 people or 25 people in your classroom or 100 people in the lunchroom? These details help the judges understand the quantity of people that you are reaching with your sharing project. Now we will move to the second page of your portfolio. At the top of this page, you will have other leadership and team leadership activities. These are also presented in a bulleted list. They will focus on activities where you had a leadership role. Maybe you were the president in your local 4-H club, or you served as an officer in a school club such as FFA, or perhaps you were selected to be a part of your local beta club. Those type of activities would fall under the leadership category. Next, we move on to other community service and citizenship. These are things you do to help others that are not related to your main project. They are also presented in a bulleted list and should be activities done to help others in your community. Maybe you helped pick up pine cones in the yard at your church, or you donated canned goods to help out the local food bank. Those type of activities would fall into this category. In the other 4-H activities category, you would list any 4-H related activities that have not already been listed. For instance, if you were a president for your local 4-H club, that is going to go above in the other leadership and team leadership activities. But if you just attended 5 4-H meetings, those would go under other 4-H activities. Other activities is a great place to list any relevant activities that haven't already been mentioned in your portfolio. This may be things such as playing on a sports team, being part of a non-leadership school club, or other extracurricular activities such as dance or gymnastics. You should now have all of the basic information needed for putting together your portfolio. Here is an example of one 7th grade portfolio from a few years ago. As you can see, the first page has your background, main project work, and main project sharing and helping. And the second page has your additional sections. The third page is comprised of photos as well as small captions telling what you're doing in each photo. These 3 pages make up the portfolio you will need to turn into your extension office. If you have additional questions about how to put together your portfolio, you will need to contact your local county extension agent.